Guruvayurappan. We are really blessed to learn nArAyaNO every Friday, and we are studying Narasimhavataram, very powerful, beautiful episode, Adbhutam. We are in canto number 25. Last week we saw canto number 24. As we saw Prahlada, he was slowly growing up as the best of the devotees, and he was so gentle, so kind, so compassionate, so intelligent, so beautiful, so respectful, so obedient. Everybody loves him, such beautiful kid with all excellent qualities. But he was born in the wrong family, who did not appreciate it. And so his father, Hiranyakashipu, is so cruel and arrogant and a violent person. And so he is telling him, I am the authority, I am the supreme Lord. There is no one higher than me, so you should worship me. Prahlada says, Sri Hari is the refuge for one and all. Sri Hari is the most delightful, compassionate one who will protect everyone who goes under his shelter. Sri Hari is my favorite. That is what I have learnt. Prahlada boldly tells. And Hiranyakashipu tried to correct him. He could not. Then Hiranyakashipu got afraid for his own life. Then he had Prahlada tried to kill Prahlada by various methods. Sashulairaviddaha subahumadido diggajaganaihi. With the shulam, with crazy elephants are coming. The elephant with big trunks, sharp horns. The elephant has dantham, and they pierced the chest of Prahlada. But by the magic of Guruvayurappan's grace, the horns of the elephant, they become powdered. The sharp, the teeth of the elephant could not harm Prahlada. Like this, he was being, bitten by serpents. He was starved. He was given poisonous food. Nothing affected Prahlada. His bhakti only grows more and more. With all the challenges day to day, you would think it would shake his faith. No, but actually the faith becomes more and more. So even when normally people say the small problem has come, we'll say, oh, there is no Guruvayurappan. I should I'm not going to pray anymore. This is not like that. Prahlada is not that way. His devotion and bhakti grows more. As he suffers more, it grows more. Can you say how wonderful that is? Such a boy is Prahlada, and he could not be killed. Then Hiranyakashipu is the one getting nervous and anxious now. And then again he says, he got so angry. He says, Prahlada, today I am going to kill you. You are the traitor of our race. You are a stupid fool, and you reject my authority. How dare you reject me? How dare you disobey me? Like this, abusing with several words like this. Hiranyakashipu took out his sword and said, where is that Srihari who is everywhere? Is he in this pillar? And then Prahlada says, I see him in the pillar too, Appa. Now Hiranyakashipu steps out of the throne and he takes his sword, and then as he walks down, he hits the pillar with his fist. And suddenly what happens? Satyam vidhatum. That Narasimha Rupa arrived, and then our Narayana Bhattadri could not continue any further. And so our beautiful Kirtan, our Guruji has written about Narasimha Swami. sthambhE from Mumbai, she will sing that song right now. Go on.
Radhe Radhe. Maharanyam Sadgurunatara Muralidhara Guruji Swamigal has written so many Madhurageethams on our Lord Krishna, and this is a beautiful Madhurageetham about Narasimha Bhagavan. Radhe Radhe. Thank you, Shankar. Gopika Jeevana Smaranam Govinda Govinda Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Narasimha Bhagavan ki Jai. sthambhE drishyathE shrInarasimhO. sthambhE drishyathE shrInarasimhO. sthambhA sUyAvarjitha for the Bhagyam Shobha, I think.
Exactly, in Narayanyam also like this, our Bhattadri starts with the word sthambhE. Sthambhe ghattayado hiranyakashibo karnau samachurnayan agurna jagadanda kunda kuharo ghorastava bhudrava श्रुत्वायं किल दैत्यराजहृदये पूर्वं कदाप्यश्रुतं कम्पः कश्चन सम्पपाद चलितोऽप्यम्बोजभूर्विष्टरात् स्तम्भे घट्टयदो हिरण्यकशिपोः कर्णौ समाचूर्णयन् आघूर्णज्जगदण्डकुण्डकुहरो घोरस्तवा भूद्रवः श्रुत्वायं किल दैत्यराजहृदये पूर्वं कदाप्यश्रुतं कम्पः कश्चन सम्पपार चलितोऽप्यम्बोजभूर्विष्टरात् स्तम्भे घट्टयदो हिरण्यकशिपोः कर्णौ समाचूर्णयन् आघूर्णज्जगदण्डकुण्डकुहरो घोरस्तवा भूद्रवः श्रुत्वायं किल दैत्यराजहृदये पूर्वं कदाप्यश्रुतं कम्पः कश्चन सम्पपाद चलितोऽप्यम्बोजभूर्विष्टरात्. Hiranyakashipu is full of uncontrollable rage. Already he is asura now. When he is so angry, his eyes are so red and fierce eyes, and he is taking the sword to kill this gentle child Prahlada. So he comes down from the throne, and as he gets down, with his strong fist he hits the pillar, and suddenly from the pillar tremendous sound was heard. You know that it is splitting the ears. That much big loud sound as was heard, as though there are mountains are hitting each other outside, like that, as though there is the clouds are all crashing against each other, like the whole cosmos is shaking. There is vibration felt in the cosmos, and this sound is heard even in the heavens. It is surpassing earth, and it is going higher and higher into the other worlds. And where Satyaloka, where Brahmaji is sitting there, he is getting the big sound, and he starts trembling. What's happening? Is the world about to end? Is this the time of dissolution? All the devas are frightened. Brahmaji is frightened. Who gave the boon to Hiranyakashipu? Brahmaji. So now he is frightened, and all are hearing that Shrutvayam kila Daityaraja Hridaye Purvam Kadapya Shrudam. This type of sound has never been heard before. So Kampak Kaschana Sampapad Chalidopyamboja Bhoot. Brahmaji is shaken in the Satyaloka far away. Even that Brahmaji is shaken, and after that big sound is heard, there is everything is shaking in the bottom of the earth. In the bottom there is everything is shaking in the Brahmanda. There is and in the skies are reverberating with that sound. And then what happened? Daitye dikshu visritta chakshushi maha samrambhini sambada sambodham na mrigatmagam na manujakaram vapuste vibho दैत्ये दिक्षु विसृष्ट चक्षुषि महासंरम्भिणी स्तंभद संबोधं न मृगात्मकं न मनुजाकारं वपुस्ते विभो किं किं भीषणमेतदद्भुतमिति युद्भ्रान्तचित्ते सुरे विस्फुज्य धवलोग्र रोम विकसत् वर्ष्मा समाजृम्भधा विस्फुज्य धवलोग्र रोम विकसत् वर्ष्मा समाजृम्भधा. Hiranyakashipu, he is wonderstruck looking at this. Some strange creature is emerging from the pillar that he is stuck. The that pillar that is struck, a strange creature is coming, and Hiranyakashipu is confused, and his eyes are looking, who is this? What is happening? That Hiranyakashipu, who had everything under his control, even the five elements, the fire, the wind, the earth, the water, all the elements are under his control. All the people are under his control. Even the wind moves based on his needs. Like that Hiranyakashipu is silly. What is this happening? He got confused, and he's looking, and his eyes are going this way, that way. What is this creature coming out? Sambhudam na mrigatmagam na manujakaram vapuste, na mrigatmagam na manujakaram. Neither a man, neither an animal. Vapuste vibho, your form. Hey Guruvayurappa, normally you're such a beautiful Guruvayurappan. You have lovely lotus-like eyes, they call you Vamshi Vibhushita Karare Navanirada Bhade. You are holding the Vamshi in your hand. You have Navanidam in your hand. You wear the Pitambara, Taruna Bimba Phala, they have beautiful red lips. Purnendru Sundaramugan, your beautiful lotus-like face. Aravinda Netra, where is the Aravinda Netra? Not here, not right now. Namrigatmagam, Namanujakaram, Vapuste Vibho. Where is the other beautiful form? Radha Sahayam, Adi Sundara Mandahasam, Enga Pochu Mandahasam. No, not right now. Namanujakaram, Vapuste Vibho. Kim Kim Bhishana Medad Adbhudam. On one side it is terrifying, but on the other side he's somehow getting wonderstruck. It is all kind of emotion running in Hiranyakashipu he never felt before. Suddenly a feeling of admiration is coming. So it is like adbhutam, and another side terror, terrifying form, but also a wonderful form. He's awestruck, he's wonderstruck. Looking at this form, kim kim bhishana medad adbhutam. This is not tamadbhutam balagamam bhujekshanam anda adbhuta lana idu adbhutam. This is another way of adbhutam. So kim kim bhishanam edad adbhutamidi yudbhranda chitte sure. His chitta is all confused. It is agitated. He's never felt like this before. He's always had things in his control, in his command. Now he's feeling agitated and anxious. Yudbhranda chitte asure Vispujat Davalogra Roma Vikasat. In the meantime, the beautiful form that emerged is slowly growing and growing into gigantic proportions, with sharp hair, with big golden like eyes. The eyes are glowing like fire. If you see the eyes of my cat, it will be glowing in the night. Same Sherka, eyes are glowing always like that. The eyes of the lion are glowing. He has big manes, and the beautiful form is growing more. Samajrimbadha Vispujat Davalogra Roma Vikasat, fully covered with hair everywhere, and then Vikasat, it's also shining. Form of Bhagavan, Samajrimbadha, and it's growing and growing into touching the skies even. Like that, more. How did the form of Narasimha look? Tapta Swarna Savarna Ghurna Dadirukshaksham Satakesara Protkamba Pranigumbidambaramaho Jiyatta Vedam Vapuhu Tapta Swarna Savarna Ghurna Dadirukshaksham Satakesara Protkamba Pranigumbidambaramaho Jiyatta Vedam Vapuhu Vyata Mahadari Sakamukam Katgogravalgan Maha Jihva Nirgama Drishyamana Sumahat Damshtrayugodhamaram Vyata Mahadari Sakamukam Katgogravalgan Maha Jihva Nirgama Drishyamana Sumahat Damshtrayu Godhamaram. Form of Narasimha is like Swarnamite, golden color, molten golden color, the form. And then Ghurnad Adirukshaksham, very, very big eyes, which are shining eyes. The eyes are all shining. And then Sata Kesara, lot of hair is covering the entire body. Protkamba Pranigumbidam. And he's tall and tall and tall, almost touching the skies. Even Hiranyakashipu is already tall, even he has to look like this. Like that, Bhagavan became so tall. And then, how is his mouth? Jiyata Vedam Vapuhu. And then, Vyata Vyakta Maha. Mouth is wide open. And the mouth looks like a very big cave. And in that mouth is the tongue, which is so sharp like a sword. Kadgogravalgan Mahajikwa Nirgama Drishyamana Sumaha. And then it is revealing the big, big fangs, the big molars, the big teeth of Bhagavan, which is about to crush the asuras. Like that, the form is terrifying. And then it becomes bigger and bigger. Adrishyamana Sumaha Damshtrayu Godhamaram Utsarpatvalibhanga Bhishanahanum Rasvastaviyastaragrivam Pivaradoshatodgatanakha Kruram Shudurolbanam. Again, Utsarpatvalibhanga Bhishanahanum Rasvastaviyastaragrivam Rasvastaviyastaragrivam Pivaradoshatodgatanakha Kruram Shudurolbanam Utsarpatvalibhanga Bhishanahanum Rasvastaviyastaragrivam Pivaradoshatodgatanakha Kruram Shudurolbanam Vyomollangi Ghanopamaghana Pradvana Nirdhavida Spardhalu Pragaram Namami Bhavatastannarasimham Vapuhu Vyomollangi Ghanopamaghana Pradvana Nirdhavida Spardhalu Pragaram Namami Bhavatastannarasimham Vapuhu. His chin is so, pointed, and then he has Grivam, the neck is short and stout neck, and a broad chest, and then so many hands, not Chaturbuja, not 2 hands, not 4 hands, not 8 hands, but countless hands, and then all the hands are big, big claws. Pivaradoshatodgatanakha Kruram Shudurolbanam. And then the sound, the loud roaring did not stop. Garjana Pandra, still loudly, terrifying roars are continuously heard. Gana Ganopama Gana Pradvana Nidha Vida Spardhalu Pragaram. That angry Narasimha, that Bhagavan Guruvayurappan who is always beautiful Mandahasa in every shloka. We only hear about the Mandahasam of Bhagavan, about the Tatte Pratyagradara Dharalavitakala Yavali Kelikaram Lavanyasyaikasaram. That Bhagavan who is the very epitome of beauty. Then அந்த பக்தாளோட புண்ணியத்தினால அவதாரம் பண்ண குருவாயூரப்பன் லாவண்யஸ்யைகசாரம் சுகிருதி ஜனதிருஷாம் பூர்ண புண்ணியாவதானம் லக்ஷ்மீ நிஷங்கலீலா நிலயனம் அமிர்தஸ்யந்த சந்தோகமந்தः சிஞ்சத் சஞ்சிந்தகானாம் வபுரனுகலயே மாருதாகாரநாதா. That Mother Lakshmi is constantly clinging to the chest of that Guruvayurappan, who is Lavanyasyaikasaram, who is the very, the embodiment of beauty. That Bhagavan, here is Lakshmi Devi here? No way. Is Brahmaji and Lord Shiva here? No way. None of the gods dare come near Narasimha. That Bhagavan, again, when the Devas were terrified by Hiranyakashipu, they all pray to Brahmaji and they all go to Narayana finally and say, please help us. Narayana says, be patient. When Hiranyakashipu hurts my Bhagavata, my Bhakta, Prahlada, at that time I shall incarnate. Did Bhagavan say, I will come as Narasimha? No, nobody knows which way Bhagavan will come. Nobody knows what type of avatara it will be. The Devas quietly go home and they start praying to Bhagavan day and night, waiting for the avatara and waiting for relief from this asura. And then today is that day. And suddenly that beautiful Bhagavan who is Saundaryo Taratopi Sundara Taram, who is the most beautiful of whatever is most beautiful, of that Bhagavan is the most beautiful, and the Bhagavan, he is now become Narasimha. That Bhagavan who is, terrifying and roaring loudly, that Bhagavan who is so sattvic always, who never loses his temper. When Bhrigu Maharshi kicks his chest, that Bhagavan says, oh my God, a great Rishi like you have come, and I did not receive you with respect. Forgive me, forgive me. Suktam Ramanga Bhuvi Pankaja lOchanO Tvam Vipre Vinignadi Padena Mudoti Tasvam Sarvam Kshamaswa Munivarya Bhavet Sadame Tvatpada Chinnamiha Bhushanamityavadi. That gentle Lord Narayana never got angry before. He is the most sattvic. All the rishis did test, and the Trimurtis, Brahmaji got angry, Shiva got furious, but Narayana always calm, always gentle, always sattvic. And that Bhagavan today, Satyam Vidhatum Nijavritya Bhashidam Vyaptim Cha Bhudeshu Akhileshu Chakmanah Adrishyathe adbhutha Rupamudvahan sthambhE sabhayam na mrigam na manusham sthambhE sabhayam na mrigam na manusham satyam vidhatum nijavritya bhashidam. To make the words of the devotee come true, Prahlada says, I see you in this pillar, I see him here too. To make those words come true, suddenly Bhagavan had to take a decision, and suddenly he just emerges from the pillar, and then he has to remember, oh, Brahmaji has given boon. It cannot be a man, it cannot be an animal, it cannot be in the day, it cannot be in the night, it cannot be with any weapon. No, all these conditions Bhagavan has to remember. How hard it is for him, it just comes for him. It just comes. Everything just comes for him. He's the most intelligent Bhagavan. He doesn't have to, plan. It didn't take planning for Bhagavan to just take this. It just comes. That is why Bhagavan is called Aishwaryam Shankaradishwara Viniyamanam Vishwatejo Haranam. Aishwaryam na Bhagavan. Tejas na Bhagavan. Jnanam na Bhagavan. Ellathilayum first Bhagavan. And the Bhagavan, he did not have time to plan all this avatara, which way I should look. Suddenly it just happens. Spontaneously it happens. That's why spontaneity is most amazing. So we should always leave room for spontaneity. If we plan everything, kachada. Leave it to him. He gives you a surprise. And it will be the best surprise you have seen. Did anyone know like this? This Narasimha is going to come this way? Is this form going to be like this? Did Prahlada know? No one knows. But whatever it is, it will be Satyam Vidhatum Nijavritya Bhashidam Yapteshu Bhuteshu Akhileshu Chakmanah Adrishyathe adbhutha. It will be adbhutha. That is Guruvayurappan. We do not know how it will be, but it will be adbhutam, something you have never seen before. It would be better than what you have ever experienced before. That is what everybody saw. Adrishyathe adbhutha rupamudvahan sthambhE sabhayam na mrigam na manusham karala damstram karavala chanchala churanta jihvam bhrukuti. The eyebrows are scary. Just by the shaking of the eyebrows, the whole, the mountains are trembling. And Bhagavan moves his eyebrows. Sabdodva karnam, the ears are sticking up straight. Hirikandara buddha vyaktasya nasam anubheda bhishanam. The tongue is so big like a sword. And then the big nails are everywhere. Such is the Bhagavan. Oh, Narayana Bhattadri says, wow, what a beautiful form. Namami bhavatastan narasimham vapuhu. I bow down to you, Guruvayurappa. Even though you are so scary, but you are Atyadbhutam. Whichever form you come, you are the best. You always exceed our expectations and you give more than ever whatever we desire. You are the best. We could never understand how great you are, how infinite is your glory. Like that, Bhattadri flat ho gaya. All the people became flat. What about Hiranyakashipu? even he is feeling little bit, thoda sa love is coming on one side, but another side anger is coming. Like that, Hiranyakashipu for a moment is shaken up, but then he says, I am Asura, I have to fight with him. Because he's the Jaya Vijaya, so he has to fight. Only then he will get him, isn't it? So Hiranyakashipu, even though for a moment he lost it and became, agitated and seemed, he lost his presence, presence of mind, and he was confused. But then he gets controlled back and he says, now I shall fight with him. Nunam Vishnu Dayam, this must be Narayana. This is Mahavishnu. I'm going to fight with him. Saying like this, Hiranyakashipu started, Nunam Vishnu Dayam, Nihanyamumidi, I will kill him. Nihanyamumidi, Brahmed Gada Bhishanam. Takes the Gada. Then Daityendram Samupadravandam Adridaha Dorbhyam Pratubhyamamum. वीरो निर्गलितोद खड्गफलगौ गृह्णन् विचित्रश्रमान् व्यावृण्वन् पुनरापपात भुवनग्रासोद्यतं त्वम् अहो. Every time the word aho comes in this. Nunam vishnurayam nihanyamumidi brahmyadgadabhishanam daityendram samupadravandam adridaha dorbhyam pratubhyamamum वीरो निर्गलितोद खड्गफलगौ गृह्णन् विचित्रश्रमान् व्यावृण्वन् पुनरापपात भुवनग्रासोद्यतं त्वाम् अहो. Just to him like a moth rushing into the fire. Hiranyakashipu rushes to him and he became invisible. He is, the dark Hiranyakashipu is hidden by the golden glow of Guruvayurappan as Narasimha. The light of Narasimha is covering Hiranyakashipu. Where is he? Where is he? He could not be seen. And then again he comes out. And then he hits Bhagavan with his mace. And Bhagavan catches hold of him with all his nails, with so many hands. He suddenly catches hold and, wraps him around him. But Hiranyakashipu is so quick, he escapes from the grip of Bhagavan. And then who was watching all this? The Devatas. Where are they? They are hiding up in the skies under the clouds. They are terrified so much, they don't even want to come out and watch the battle. They are all hiding up there and watching there behind the clouds and watching the fight. And then they said, oh, Hiranyakashipu escaped. It's over now. Now we can never win. Hiranyakashipu is again going to win. This is how we are, bhaktas. We always give up. But see, who is Narayana, that Bhagavan, at the time of the cosmic dissolution, when everything is about to be destroyed, who's the one who never gets destroyed? That Bhagavan, he stays eternal. Like that, the dark Hiranyakashipu, so powerful, the master of all the worlds right now, he is covered by the luminosity of this Narasimha, and he could not be seen. So that Bhagavan will always prevail. No matter how strong the Asura has become, Bhagavan will prevail. No matter how many sins we have committed, no matter how colossal our sins are, the power of Nama will save us. The power of Nama will prevail. That is why Nama and Bhagavan are same. So Bhagavan will prevail. Bhagavan will protect. It doesn't matter how fallen we are. If we do, say, Krishna, forgive me. Bhagavan will protect. So it does not matter whether we are so bad sinners, Bhagavan will protect if we take refuge. So because there is that power, Bhagavan, he can handle anything. Bhagavan can handle anything. A Hiranyakashipu, he can kill. If it is Shishupala, he can kill. If it is a Ravana, he can kill. He may have 10 heads, he may have 1,000 heads, nothing for Bhagavan. Bhagavan and Hiranyakashipu have this fight. He doesn't give up. And so that is how Bhattadri is describing all that. Nunam Vishnurayam Nihanyamumidi Brahmet Gadabhishanam. He hits with the mace. Daityendram Samupadravanda Madridaha Dorbhyam Pratubhyamamum. Bhagavan held him with both arms. Viro Nirgalido, he slipped. Hiranyakashipu slipped from the hole. Viro Nirgalido the Khadgapalagau. Now he took up his sword and shield. Khadgapalagau Grinnan Vichitra Shraman. And he showing his various talent and all kind of different ways he's fighting with Bhagavan. Vichitra shraman vyavrinvan punarapapata bhuvanagrasyodhyadam twamaho, and he's rushing to Bhagavan. But that Bhagavan who is not the Radha Sayam Adi Sundara Mandaha. So no joyful mood today. Bhagavan is Bhuvanagrasodhyadam. He is ready to swallow the worlds today. Bhuvanagrasodhyadam tvam aho. Vichitra shraman vyavrinvan punarapapata bhuvanagrasodhyadam. Bhagavan has been provoked to such an extent today that he is ready to swallow the Bhuvana. Bhuvanagrasodhyadam twamaho. Again, Hiranyakashipu continues. Brahmyandam didijadhamam punarapi prodgrihya dorbhyam javan dware toriyuke nipatya nakharan vyutkaya vaksho bhuvi. Brahmyandam didijadhamam punarapi prodgrihya dorbhyam javan dware toriyuke nipatya nakharan vyutkaya vaksho bhuvi. Nirbhindannadi गर्भनिर्भरगळत् रक्ताम्बुबद्धोत्सवम् पायं पायमुदैरयो बहुजगत् संहारि सिंहारवान् निर्बिन्दन्नदि गर्भनिर्भरगळत् रक्ताम्बुबद्धोत्सवम् पायं पायमुदैरयो बहुजगत् संहारि सिंहारवान् प्रोद्गृह्य दोर्भ्यां जवात्. Again, Hiranyakashipu thought, he came with the sword and shield to attack, and he's displaying all kinds of, techniques that he knows and fighting with Bhagavan, and he's circling Bhagavan. Bhagavan is trying to catch him, he's circling him, and he's avoiding being caught like this. Then Bhagavan quickly, Brahmyandam Didijadhamam Punarapi Prodgrihya Dorbhyam Javad. Bhagavan caught hold of him with his arms, and then where Brahmaji said it cannot be inside, it cannot be outside. Bhagavan remembers that Bhagavan Chandagaram Bhujagashenam Batmanabam Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikandam Kamalanayanam Yogi Hriddhyana Gamyam Vande Vishnum Bhava Bhayaharam Sarvalogaiganadam. Appeared but a gentle Narayana lying on the serpent bed Adishesha, and beautiful Bhagavan wearing the Pitambara with beautiful radiant Bhagavan. We see beautiful temple in near my Tangachiti's house. Beautiful, Padmanabhan Kovil is there. Trivandam Padmanabhan Kovil is there. In Guruvayur, Kutti Krishnan is there. That Bhagavan who is always worrying about us and protecting us, today is in that fearful mood, fierce mood. He's ferocious Bhagavan, and then he's so intelligent. He remembers Brahmaji has given boon. It has to be exactly as per the boon, and therefore we took him in the doorway. And so dware toriyuge in the doorway, and he put him on the lap. It cannot be in the ground, it cannot be in the sky, so he put him on his lap, and then it cannot be any weapon. Nakharan, with his nails, Vyutkaya Vaksho Bhuvi, tore open the body of Hiranyakashipu. Then all the blood is gushing out, and it is splashing on the face of Bhagavan, and his face is covered with droplets of Hiranyakashipu's blood. Nirbindannadi Garbha Nirbharagalat Raktambu Baddhotsavam is drinking. Today is the lion. How a lion would behave, he's become that lion form. That day he was killing Hiranyaksha as the Varaha Bhagavan, and today he is Hiranyakashipu, he is Narasimha Bhagavan. Annake Garjana Todangittar, he started roaring that day itself as he was Varaha Swami. So today he's already planned. It just comes to him. It just comes. By Bhagavan is intelligence personified. He is Jnanam personified. He is spontaneity. It just comes. Bhagavan doesn't have to sit and struggle like us for a problem. It just comes. The answer just works for him. And so that blood is gushing out. It is splashing his face. Bhagavan tore open his body, and he's still crying and yelling loudly and roaring loudly. Then Adigarbha Nirbharagala Traktambu Badhotsavam Payam Payam Udairayo Bahu Jagat. He's in the mood to destroy all the asuras. Samhari Simharavan. He's in the mood to destroy the universe. Who gave this boon to this asura? And so he's in that awful mood and he is ready to destroy everything and everyone. Then after killing Hiranyakashipu, he is still not satisfied. He gets up and then he looks at all the other asuras who are all waiting, who are all helping Hiranyakashipu. Those are the asuras who took Prahlada on top of the mountain and threw him down. Those are the asuras who gave him poison. Those are the asuras who attacked him with the shield. Those are the asuras who sent the mad elephants on him. Bhagavan goes after all the asuras. त्यक्त्वादं हतमाशु रक्तलहरी सिक्तोन्नमध्वश्मणि प्रत्युत्पत्य समस्तदैत्यपटली. The entire host of asuras Bhagavan wants to kill. Pratyutpatya samastadaityapatali chakadhyamane tvayi. He ate all of them. Chakadhyamane tvayi brahmya dhumi vikambidambudikulam. The whole world is, going round and round like this. It is like the earth is trembling under the weight of Bhagavan walking. Brahmya dhumi vikambidambudikulam vyalola shailotkaram. The mountains are hitting each other and shaking. Vyalola shailotkaram protsarpatkacharam characharam aho dustham avastam dadhau त्यक्त्वादं हदमाशु रक्तलहरी सिक्तोन्नमध्वर्ष्मणि प्रत्युत्पत्य समस्तदैत्यपटलीं चाकाध्यमाने त्वयि भ्राम्यद्भूमिविकम्पिताम्बुदिकुलं व्यालोलशैलोत्करं प्रोत्सर्पत्कचरं चराचरमहो दुस्ताम् अवस्थां दधौ. Hiranyakashipu, Bhagavan left him. Then he got up and then he went and attacked all the asuras who were standing there with sword to waiting for Hiranyakashipu's command. Hiranyakashipu game over now. So all the asuras, Bhagavan goes after them. Tyaktvadam hadamashu raktalahari. He's covered in blood. Sikthonamadvashmani. The whole body is covered with the blood of Hiranyakashipu. And Bhagavan quickly leaped up from the Simhasana. Then he went to the asuras. Pratyutpatya samasta daitya patalim. He started attacking all the asuras and ate them up. And then chaga adhyamane tvahi. When all this happened, the whole world is in a state of chaos. The earth is, trembling under the footsteps of Bhagavan. It's like an earthquake has started. All the worlds are whirling. And then the oceans, the water is passing their boundaries and the waters are overflowing. Oceans became turbulent. Vyalola shailotkaram, the mountain ranges are shaking. Rodsarpat kacharam characharam, all the stars and the planets are all scattered everywhere. They lost their orbits. They lost their positions. And then like this, the whole universe is in a state of chaos. Characharam aho dustam avastam dadhau. This is the Narasimhavatara. The whole universe and the cosmos is in a state of chaos and all the gods are all watching. Now this Bhagavan again comes and sits on the Simhasana and then he's wearing the intestines of Hiranyakashipu as garland and his whole face is smeared with the blood of the Asura. And then how did that Bhagavan look? Tavan mamsavapakarala vapusham ghorandramaladharam मध्ये sabamiddaroshamushidam gurvaravam. Still angry, still not satisfied, still roaring loudly. So tavan mamsa vapakarala vapusham ghorandramaladharam मध्ये sabamiddaroshamushidam gurvaravam abhyedum na shashaka kopi bhuvane दूरे स्थिता भीडवः सर्वे शर्व विधिं च वासवमुखाः प्रत्येकमस्तोषत. अभ्येतुं न शशाक कोऽपि भुवने दूरे स्थिता भीरवः सर्वे शर्वविधिं च वासवमुखाः प्रत्येकमस्तोषत तावन्मांसवपाकरालवपुषम् घोरान्द्रमालातरम् तामध्ये सबभित्सरोषमुषितम् दुर्वार गुर्वारवम् अभ्येतुं न शशाक कोऽपि भुवने दूरे स्थिता भीरवः सर्वे सर्वगिरिञ्जवासवमुखाः प्रत्येकमस्तोषदाः मांसवपाकरालवपुषम्. The whole body of Bhagavan is smeared with the mamsa and flesh and blood of Hiranyakashipu. He doesn't care. Hiranyakashipu he loves very much. Who is this Hiranyakashipu? Jaya and Vijaya, the attendants of Bhagavan in Vaikuntha, right? Some of you are new and do not know the story. So in the Vaikuntha, our Lord Narayana's abode is Vaikuntha. And in that Vaikuntha, the two gods are called Jaya and Vijaya. And one day the Sanaka the Rishi come to have darshan of Bhagavan in Vaikuntha. And these two gods, they stopped the such holy people as the Sanaka the Rishis. They were stopped by these two Jaya Vijaya, the gods of Bhagavan. And so the Rishis cursed them to become asuras. And so those are the two Jaya Vijaya now who are to be born in the lower regions in the earth and became opposite Vimukha. They became antagonists. They became enemies of Bhagavan. They were actually servants of Bhagavan in Vaikuntha, but now they have to take 3 births and be in the confrontation mode. And so they have become enemies of Bhagavan. So this is the first birth. They are born as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyaksha was killed in the Varaha Avatara. This is Hiranyakashipu. He is going to be killed in the Narasimhavatara. Again they will be born next as Ravana and Kumbhakarna, and our Ramachandra Prabhu will incarnate and kill them. Again they will be born later as Shishupala and Dantavaktra. At that time our Sri Krishna will kill them. So 3 births they have to take like this, but they have to be enemies. But actually who they are? They are the eternal servants and gods in Vaikuntha Loka. So they do not remember now, but they love Bhagavan so much. And Bhagavan loves them too. And so that love between Bhakta and Bhagavan always exists. Nothing can erase. And so Bhagavan, even though it is Hiranyakashipu and filthy flesh, is wearing it. He's wearing it on his body and he's sitting in the same asan where Hiranyakashipu was sitting. And he's looking Tavan Mamsavapakaralavapusham Ghorandramaladaram. Still Madhye Sabhamidda Rosham. His anger is not controlled yet. He's still not happy. Bhagavan is still roaring and so angry that Bhagavan who never gets angry. Once provoked, that's it. Nobody is able to calm him. All the gods are terrified. How will he become normal again? All the gods are trying to sing his praises to, please him. Abhyedum na shashaka kopi bhuvane dur. No one dare come near him. They are all terrified. Ye mood bahut kharab hai. Nobody wants to go near. Abhyedum na shashaka kopi bhuvane dure stita. They are standing far away and singing shlokas of Bhagavan and trying to praise him. Brahma is the singing stuti. नतोऽस्म्यनन्दाय दुरन्दशक्तये विचित्रवीर्याय पवित्रकर्मणे विश्वस्य सर्गस्थिति संयमान् गुणैः स्वलीलया सन्ददति अव्ययात्मने. Brahma is singing shloka, nothing changed, nothing happened. Then Sri Rudra, Shiva is singing shloka. Kopakalo yugadasте atoyam asuro alpakaha tatsudam pavyupasrudam bhaktam te bhaktavatsala. Nothing happened. Shiva is singing shloka, no change. Indra sings. Indra is singing Pratyanida Paramabhada Trayadana Swabhaga Daityakanam hridayO Tadgriham Pratyabodhi Kalagrastam Kiyadidamaho Nada Shushrushatamte Muktistesham Nahi Bahumata Narasimha Paraikim. Nothing happened. All the gods are singing one shloka, the rishis are singing, the prajapatis are singing, the siddhas are singing, the gandharvas are singing, and all of them, the manavas, the manus are singing, all are singing, charanas are singing, yakshas are singing, Kimpurusha like Hanumanji, they are all singing, Vishnu Parshada are singing, no change, nothing happened. Bhagavan is still in that angry mood and terrifying and roaring with terrible roars again. Abhyedumna shashanka kopi bhuvane dure sthita bhiravaha sarve sharva virincha vasava mukha pratyegamastoshada. They are all trying to calm him down. Nothing changed. Then bhuyopyakshada roshadhamni bhavadi brahmatnaya balake prahlade. Brahmaji said, Prahlada, you only go, you can only pacify the god here in Narasimha. He's so angry, nobody can pacify him. You go, Prahlada. Like this, Brahmaji calls, Bhuyopyakshadaroshadhamni bhavadi brahmatnaya balake prahlade. What did Prahlada do? Padayo nama tababaye. No fear at all. Prahlada has absolutely no fear. He's hugging Govinda in his embrace always. Why would he have fear? So Prahlade, Padayo nama tababaye. Karunya bara. Karuna pongi vandurthu. Now he became Pitambaram Garavirajida Chakra Shanga Kaumodagi Sarasijam Karuna Samudram. That is the true nature, isn't it? Now that Karuna is pongi vardu Bhagavanike Prahlade Padayo Namatyabhaye Karunya Bharakulah Shantasvam Karamasya Murdhni Samadaha Stotrairato Daśakam Nitavaram Lokaya Chanugraham Bhuyopyakshada roshadhamni bhavadi brahmatnaya balake prahlade Padayo namatyabhaye karunya bharakulah Shantasvam karamasya murdhni samadaha स्तोत्रैरतोद्गायतः तस्याकामधियोऽपि ते नितवरं लोकाय चानुग्रहम्. Prahlada, Kanna, Nivada Raja, only you can pacify. See how angry God is. So Prahlada, little beautiful child, Prahlada always there, radiant and always looking so fresh. And so he quietly goes with hands folded like this, and he goes and does Dandavat Pranam, Sashtang Pranam. He falls flat on the ground, Padayo, and then he looks at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. And when Bhagavan sees, the love is pouring from Bhagavan. He's overwhelmed with love, and the love is pouring out. Karunya Bharakulah Shantastvam Tata Shantamach. Pavam Bhagavan. It is very difficult for the angry person. It takes so much energy out. Pavam Bhagavan, he lost all that energy because he was so angry. Now Bhagavan is feeling relieved. Oh, Bhakta is here, everything is good. Bhagavan calm down, everything calm down. When Bhagavan is angry, the whole universe is angry. It is all about Bhagavan. That it is all about Bhagavan. Every day you see, when Bhagavan's face has little happy feeling, then your day will be fantastic. If you see one day, Krishna little sad and something. So somebody somewhere might have caused some sadness. Let me chant more Nama today. Like that, we can see the image. Sometimes it gives these signs. Like that, when Bhagavan is angry, the whole world was chaotic state. Now he is calmed down by such a bhakta he has. Prahlada Mari or bhakta irkana, avadan calm pandra. Appo Bhagavan sandoshapadra. He's a bhakta vatsala, isn't it? So Bhagavan became Shantastam, and then he put Prahlada in his lap, and he placed his lotus hand on the head of Prahlada. Shandastvam karamasya murdhni samada stotrairato udgayatah. Prahlada is tears are flowing from Prahlada. and he is feeling an upsurge of emotion and love. And the beautiful Prahlada Stuti we have studied in our class. Prahlada sings beautiful Stuti, Krishna. You put your hand on me, Krishna. Nobody, you have never placed your hand on even Mother Lakshmi. You have never placed your hand on Brahmaji or Shiva or Indra, but you placed your lotus hands on me and you blessed me, Narasimha. Like this Prahlada is singing, and then he says, I'm not afraid of this terrifying form, Krishna. I'm telling Krishna only always. I'm not afraid of this Narasimha form, but I'm afraid of this samsara. Please take me out of this samsara and make me an eternal servant and give me your lotus feet, Krishna. Ne? Prahlada is telling, Naham bibemya bajida tedi bhayanakasya jihvatkane brikuti rabasogradam shrade Andrasrajaha chadaja kesara shankukarnade nirhrada vidadikiba adibinna kagrade. Telling, I'm not afraid of the big nails, I'm not afraid of the big tongue, I'm not afraid of the giant, the fierce eyes or all those, big claws. I'm not afraid of all that. Then Krishna, ரொம்ப பயமா இருக்கு கிருஷ்ணா, ரொம்ப பயம். என்னது? கிரஸ்தோஸ்மியகம் கிருபணவத்சல துஸ்ஸஹோக்ர சம்சார சக்கரகதனாத் கிரசதாம் பிரணீதः பத்தஹ ஸ்வகர்ம விருஷத்தமதேங்கிரி மூலம். என்னோட கர்மானால நான் அசுரால பிறந்துட்டேனே. Because of my karma, I had to take birth among these asuras, where all are, your enemies, and you put me in this janma, and I have to struggle so much. Next time around, I don't know what I have in store for me, Krishna. So please release me from this chain of this birth and death. That's all I ask, Krishna. Ne? बद्धः स्वकर्मविरुषत्तमतेऽङ्घ्रिमूलं प्रीतोपवर्ग शरणं वयसे कदानु. Give me a chance and give me a spot at your lotus feet. May I be your eternal dasa, Krishna. Ne? Prahlada sings beautiful Prahlada Stuti, and our Narasimha Swami is very pleased. He says, ask me a boon, Prahlada. Prahlada says, I am not like other bhaktas. You just trick everyone and say, ask a boon, and then they ask a boon, and then they get entangled again and again into samsara. I'm not going to ask any boon. I didn't do worship to ask you anything. I didn't do puja to get something from you. And you don't, what kind of Bhagavan are you if you want somebody to do something for you? You are already satisfied and self-sufficient person. You never need anything from anyone. And I don't need anything from you. So we are both, good like this. Please don't tempt me with boons. Appadinu Prahlada so sharp. He's saying, I do not want any boon. Don't tempt me like this. As long as there is this desire, then we have to be born. I'll say, Krishna, may my son get the best, bride. May he get settled down and get a good wife and let him be happy. Then that will happen, but some other problem will come later. Don't ask anything. Just do bhakti to Krishna. Let him run the life. Let him run our life. He will take care of all the husband and son and daughter and everybody else. So this Prahlada is teaching us Nishkama Prem to Bhagavan. He never asks anything. He says, I'm not doing bhakti to get anything from you. I just love you. I just love you. You already bless everyone with dharma, artha, kama, moksha, whatever they want. You always giving. So like this, Prahlada could not be tempted. Tasyakamadiyopi tenitavaram lokaya chanugraham. But then Prahlada says, my father did not know your true love. He did not appreciate you, and he was always, your enemy. If possible, please forgive my father. That's what Prahlada asked. Then Bhagavan says, Prahlada, the family where you are born, your father and 21 ancestor generations of your father are saved, Prahlada. You are the most beautiful, asset to the family, and 21 generations in your family are saved, Prahlada. I will protect them. I will take care of you. Like this, Bhagavan blessed Prahlada. And then Narayana Bhattadri is the one who is telling this shloka, which made me think, what a beautiful avatara is this Narasimha avatara. Every avatara we read, this is more beautiful. This is more beautiful. As we read Varaha, it's most beautiful. When we read Narasimha, appa adbhutam. Then next week we are going to say Kurma Avatara, awesome. Like this, every Avatara is like, chocolate, beautiful Rasgulla every day, every week for us. So Bhattadri is telling, you are acting in this ferocious way. You are actually such a gentle Bhagavan, because you are just most Sattvic Bhagavan, Narayana, but you put this acting, Evam Nadida Raudra Cheshtita Vibho, Unaku Kome Varad. You just put a show, Evam Nadida Raudra Cheshtita Vibho, Shritapaniya Vida Shrutyanda Spudagida Sarva Mahiman, Atyanda Shuddha Kride. तत्ताधृन्निखिलोत्तरं पुनरहो कस्त्वां परोलङ्गये प्रह्लादप्रिय. That beautiful word प्रह्लादप्रिय. But Prahlada ke enna what is the gift? He says for one manvantara, which is like billions of years, he says you are going to rule the asuras and you will have that status and power, and you will be the head of all the asuras for billions of years. For Dhruva, he gave 36,000 years. For Prahlada, it's like 400 million years or some count is there. So that many years, Prahlada is going to be the king of asuras and have status and power over all the asuras. Not only that, in any bhakta assembly, it will be Prahlada who is the top. Number one bhakta, first rank, Prahlada. It among all the other bhaktas, whether it be Sanaka Rishi, Narada Rishi, or whether it be the Pandavas, or whether it be all the other bhaktas, they are all second only. Prahlada number one, bhakta samarajathila number one. So he is called Prahlada Priya. So Prahlada Priya, as we are reading, Guru Arpan is very happy. We are studying Prahlada's story. So Guru Arpan is smiling. Prahlada Priya, he marutpura pade, sarvamayat pahima. Evam nadida raudra cheshtita vibho, shitapaniya vida shrudhyanda, spudagida sarva mahiman, atyanda shuddha kride. तत्ताधृन्निखिलोत्तरं पुनरहो कस्त्वां परोलङ्गये प्रह्लादप्रिय हे मरुत्पुरपदे सर्वामयात् पाहि माम्. This Narasimha Avatara, if we have any fear, we should read Narasimha Avatara. When we read Narasimha Avatara, all our fears will be removed. This is the Prahlada has got this grace for our sake. This is in Bhagavata Shlokam 7.9.14. Tadyachamanyum asurascha hatastvayadya modeda sadhurapi dishchika sarpahatya लोकाश्च निर्वृतिमिताः प्रतीयन्ति सर्वे रूपं नृसिंह विभयाय जना स्मरन्ति रूपं नृसिंह विभयाय जना स्मरन्ति. To overcome all fear, we should read Narasimha Avatara. Bhagavan, as when that form is there to protect us from all the evil forces outside. So adbhuthamana नरसिंहावतार भगवान की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. गुरुवायूरप्पा शरणं. तान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्यां निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनरुरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावद्भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्तभाग्यं जनानां. श्रीकृष्णाय परब्रह्मणे नमः. हरे राम 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 हरे
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,